everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in this tutorial I'm entering PinkStylist Creature Double Feature Contest, and I chose the Creature from the Black Lagoon and Godzilla. To enter the contest you have to apply two sci-fi/horror movies before the 1980s and put them together. This is what I've come up with, so I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is applying my bold cap, and I'm going to be using liquid latex to adhere that to my head. Then going in with masking tape, I'm going to take a strip and fold it in half. Now that it's folded in half, I'm going to apply that to a normal strip of masking tape. This is a method I use to block out my eyebrows because I didn't want to have the sticky side of the tape touching my eyebrows. That would obviously really hurt when I removed it. After that, I then just took thin strips of the masking tape and started to build up a nose bridge area. Repeating the same step that I used to block out my brows, I use this to cover my mouth as well, because obviously I don't want to have masking tape that's sticky on my lips. Then going in with liquid latex and a sponge, I'm going to be taking these cotton makeup removers and rolling one up, and this is going to be the padding for my eyebrow. To continue building the face, I'm going to be taking tissues and folding them and just applying that with layers of liquid latex, and I'm just going to continue building it up into the shape that I wish to create, also including the nose bridge area and around the eyes as well. Then once I'm finished with building it up, I'm just going to take a thick ply of toilet paper and apply that straight over the top. This is to finish it off, to give it a smooth look / finish, if you know what I'm saying. Then I'm just going to repeat that step on my cheekbone area to really build it up, and also on the nose bridge area as well. So now I'm going to be applying liquid latex around the nose and chin area. I'm going to be creating the mouth, so cutting the makeup pads in half to make them not as thick and rolling them up, I'm going to create a large circle around my nostril and chin area. Then once that's all done, I'm going to be taking my Ben Nye Grease stackable paints and the black shade with just a random paintbrush that I use for my makeup, and I'm going to fill in the whole entire mouth area. To create the teeth for the creature, I simply just took acrylic nails and cut them into a sharp point in different sizes, of course, just to give it a bit of a change up and more realistic look. So I applied this with liquid latex and I just pushed it firmly into the cotton bud mouth that we just created. Then going in with a Q-tip and liquid latex again, I'm going to be applying this on the base of each tooth. And taking those makeup pads, I'm going to rip them up into kind of like a fairy floss consistency, and I'm just going to reapply latex over the top of that. This is how I create the gums of the monster. Once that was completed the whole way around the mouth, now I'm going to just graduate off the mouth into the face because I feel like it just looks like it's been stuck on. So taking small strips of tissue, I'm going to apply this onto the mouth and drag it down onto the face. Then I'm just going to be taking my liquid latex and blending it all out to make sure that it all blends in seamlessly. So I created a pictorial for all of the prosthetics that I made. For the ears, I just used a magazine cover and then liquid latex and toilet paper to create the ears. To adhere them to my face, I obviously used latex, and I applied a makeup sponge underneath them just to really give them a lot of height off my face. Then I just stuck them straight on top of the pads. It made them stick out a lot more, which I really loved. To create the gills, I simply just cut up toilet roll and covered it in toilet paper and frayed it with scissors. To apply them, I use the same method. I just cut up a little bit of the makeup remover pad, and that's just going to help it give height off the face. Then I just simply adhered them with latex and tried to get them as even as possible. Instead of cardboard, I used plastic plate to cut out these spikes just to give them a little bit more strength, and I applied them straight down the center of my head with latex. I adhered them straight standing up, but of course they didn't have much strength to them even though they were made out of plastic, so I went in again with the ripped up makeup pads and applied little chunks of fairy floss like wool on each side. Then I just blended it out with latex, and this really helped create a very steady spike. After I finished with these spikes, I then just added on my last gill, so that creates 3 on each side altogether. Then I just went in with a cheap green makeup and I applied this everywhere as a base because I didn't want to use my grease makeup everywhere. It would have just taken way too long. So yeah, I just pretty much covered my whole entire head prosthetics that I could see. I mean, I did do this by myself, so it was very hard to get the whole back of it as well. And of course I painted whatever was visible, so the chest area. Then going in with my white Ben Nye grease paint, I'm going to just lightly paint the teeth white while I'm waiting for the green makeup to dry. Then going in with my Ben Nye neutral set and my Made You Look large fluffy brush, I'm going to apply this everywhere because I felt like the paint set really shiny. Even though it's supposed to be a sea creature, I wanted it to be a very matte, very creepy looking reptile creature. Yeah, so after that I went in with my smoky eye set from Essence and my small Made You Look brush. Taking the cream makeup on the right hand side, I just applied this in my whole eye area to really darken it up and make it not human like at all. To also help with darkening up the eyes, I just took my Essence long lasting coal black eyeliner and also lined my top and bottom waterline. Taking my Clara grease paint palette and just a flat paintbrush, I'm going to be using the green shade and applying a very light wash of this all over the face prosthetic that I created. This is going to be our base colour for our shading. So going in with a yellow Ben Nye grease paint, I'm going to be applying this on the cheekbone area of the lizard fish man, and I'm also going to be applying this on the forehead as well. This is going to be the highlight colour to really give it a lot of different tones of greens and yellow to make it look a lot more realistic. Taking a black grease paint and the pencil brush from Made You Look, I'm going to now outline the areas where I'm going to be contouring, you could say. So yeah, down the bridge of my nose, my eyebrow area, the cheekbones and the temples on my head, and also a little bit down the spikes and gills as well. Going in with that paintbrush with the green paint already on it, I'm just going to be blending this all out, and the video is getting quite long now, so I'm not going to show you all of the blending because it's pretty standard. So pretty much I blended everything away as seamlessly as I could. Then to further the blending, I'm going in with this green khaki colour and applying that on the outer edge where the black was. This is going to really graduate the black off into the green to make it more realistic, as I said, and I'm also going to be really creating cheekbones as well. This is going to help with the way that we've built it up, so shading is everything. And then I just went in with a bit more yellow and applied this to the center of the head just to give it a lot more different colors, as I said previously. Once all of that was blended out, I just used whatever was left over on the brush to fill in the ears. Then taking that khaki colour again on the small eyeshadow brush from Made You Look, I just applied this all on the border to really make it prominent. Throughout all of the highlighting, I did feel like I lost a little bit of the darkness, so I'm just going back in with the black and re-contouring the temple area, which is pretty much the only way that I could describe this. Going in with the coral pink colour from the Clara palette and a paintbrush, I'm going to be applying this all into the gums to make them nice and bright and pink. Going in with the yellow grease paint, I'm going to be applying this all over the teeth very roughly because I can't exactly imagine sea creatures having pearly whites. Then going in with Ben Nye's Thick Blood, I'm going to be applying this on the gums and the jaw kind of with a Q-tip just to give it a nice chunky texture and also a very nice colour as well. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is taking Ben Nye's Dark Blood and applying that with a Q-tip all around the gum and teeth area. This blends in really nicely with the thickened blood and just changes up the textures. The last thing I'm going to be doing is taking that pencil brush with some leftover black grease paint on it, and I'm just going to be applying a little bit of shading down on the spikes because I can't really imagine that they would be pearly white either. And that's pretty much it. That's the finished look. So without contacts, obviously I look still very human-like, but once you pop your contacts in, that's it. That's the completed look. So that's it, that's the end of my tutorial. I hope you all really enjoyed my contest entry for PinkStylist Creature Double Feature. The great thing about this is you can enter twice, so be expecting another entry coming very soon. Hi to all of the judges and hi to Charlie. I hope you guys liked my entry and thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to take care and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys!